Hey Marge, your little brother's here. Where the hell are you? You should have been back hours ago. What's taking you so long to get home, for God's sake? I know you got plenty of time on your hands, but this is getting ridiculous. Aren't you supposed to be getting our dinner ready? I thought we'd agreed you'd have something ready by the time we got home. And what about the laundry and cleaning? You haven't done a damn thing. You even understand English, for God's sakes? What I'm trying to tell you is to get off your ass and do a little work around here. Comprende? Am I making any sense to you, Marge? I realize that you're a high school dropout, but come on. If you can't make sense of it, how do you intend to survive in this world?
Bill? I thought I made it perfectly clear to you this morning. I said I was off on a business trip from today and that I'll be gone for a while.
Excuse me? When did this happen?
How can you say that? I saw you this morning, Bill. Don't act like you don't know. You were watching me put my suitcases in the car. Obviously, I wouldn't be loading up the car with my suitcase on a normal day. A suitcase is for traveling, you know.
Oh yeah, an overseas business trip, huh? Seriously? You know what, Marge? I think this business trip is one big BS charade you concocted.
Are you joking? You really believe that?
Yeah, I do. I mean, how could a high school dropout like you go on a business trip? I mean, what idiot company would send you? I bet you don't even speak the language there, wherever you say you're going. So if it's not a business trip, this must be a tour or something. Did you stop off at the travel agent downtown and book some all-inclusive package tour? You know, with a guide and all? You don't even make that much. How could you afford such a tour?
Always going on about my academic background. How about you, Bill? You haven't had much social interaction since joining that company.
Social interaction? Who needs that?
Anyway, I'm off on this business trip and I'm not sure when I'm getting back. Can't you guys do the cooking and cleaning yourselves? Why do I always have to be there to do everything? I'm your sister, not your maid.
You really got nerve saying that, Marge.
I've still got some work to finish up here at the office before I head out to the airport, so let's cut this short, shall we?
Yeah, right. I bet you're headed to some cheapo resort or something and saving your pennies and drinking tap water and buying local stuff from the grocery store. Sound about right? I really can't believe you would take off on some overseas holiday and just skip out on your household duties. You really think an insignificant high school dropout of a sister like you can disobey a college grad like myself? You got another thing coming, Marge. Severe consequences await you once you get back. Just remember that.
You there, Marge, our good-for-nothing, lazy sister? This is Karen, Bill's significant other. I heard you were on some overseas holiday. Seriously? Why can't you people get it through your thick skulls? I'm going on a business trip, not an overseas holiday. What's wrong with you people? Every time I say something, you people twist it all out of shape like a pretzel. I'm surprised you don't know. Everybody else does, you know. It's because you're a dropout. That's why. We're not twisting anything. You're the one that's feeding us bogus, made-up information. A business trip? Come on, you can do better than that. For your information, we have both acquired a special skill that allows us to decipher the information you feed us and glean the truth from it. Don't you even see that? That's why your little brother makes fun of you all the time. Why do you think he asked if you spoke English or not? He never seems to get through to you. You really have the audacity to take a vacation overseas being a high school dropout and a low-level office clerk? Are you finished talking trash about me? Pardon me? I hate repeating myself over and over again with you guys. I'll say it one more time. I'm going on a legit business trip. This is not a personal holiday vacation that you keep saying it is. I just wish you people would stop creating this false interpretation of everything I say. And like your brother endlessly keeps telling you, Marge, the company you work for would never send some high school dropout on an overseas business trip. All they would end up doing is embarrassing themselves and bringing shame to the company, so you really should quit your flights of fancy. There's no use trying to talk to you. I have to go. I'm going to miss my flight. Hold on just a second, Marge. A low-education good-for-nothing like you has no right to disobey a highly educated individual like myself. You really have the nerve, Marge. This calls for a severe punishment. You can bet on it.
Hey, Marge, you never learn, do you? Why the hell is there a lock on your bedroom door? What the hell are you hiding? This is our house. You can't just lock the doors inside our home.
What now? Don't you ever give up, Bill. This is getting ridiculous. It's my room. I can lock it if I please. Besides, I know you guys would go scrounging around in there like a pack of hyenas.
Hyenas? You think we're a bunch of scavengers?
Yeah, I do actually. Anyways, are you and Karen all prepared to move out?
Move out? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh my God, don't tell me you already forgot. You two moved into my place temporarily, and I emphasize, temporarily. Because you had to move out of that apartment because it was being demolished. I allowed you to stay at my place until you found another place to live. You must remember that, right? The day you guys are supposed to move is just around the corner, so I would appreciate a little urgency on your part.
Oh, yeah. That. Right. Moving out. Right. But what's this about your place?
What do you mean by that? That is my place.
Nothing, just saying.
Anyway, a promise is a promise. You said you were looking for a new place. Did you find one already? Have you guys even looked? Hey Marge, Karen here. Bill told me that you were talking about some nonsense about us finding a new apartment? What's this BS about your place? Are you talking about this house? Hello, Karen. What is it this time? Like I said, this house. I know it's your parents' place and this is where you grew up and all, but... But what? What do you want to say? Spit it out, why don't you? What's so wrong about calling my own home my place, for Pete's sake? Nothing wrong with that, just saying. I really shouldn't waste my time explaining all that to someone who doesn't have the brains to process such information anyways. Oh, is that so? To be honest, I prefer not to hear your long-winded explanation anyway. Apparently, you already talked to Bill, so what's it gonna be? Pardon me, what are you talking about? When are you moving out, is what I'm saying. The date you guys said you would be moving out is fast approaching. Have you guys already found a place? Yeah, right. Bill did say something about that. But for your information, Bill and I have no intention of moving out of this house. Wait a second, Karen. What did you say? This house. We're not moving. I mean, think about it. Bill is the man of the family. He has the rights to the house. It will be handed down to him, right? You have no say in it. What I'm trying to say is that it's you who has to move out. I'm going to have to stop you right there, Karen. What the hell are you talking about? Figured you'd find out sooner or later, but just so you know, we threw out all your belongings, so no need to come back from the overseas vacation. Just stay there. Threw out my stuff? Are you serious? I know you had a lock on that door to keep us hyenas out, but Bill broke in and we got in no problem. You broke down the door? Now why'd you go and do that? What did you expect? How else were we going to get in? We had to clean out that room. We called Goodwill and they came over and took everything. Loaded the dresser, the desk, the chair, the whole shebang. Nice and clean, no hassles. That room looks a lot bigger after that. A little too big for the likes of you, in my opinion. You have to be kidding. You guys, you are incredible. Clean out my room and I don't have to come home? Is that it? That's exactly it. I was expecting some sort of asinine comeback. Have a nice life over there. From today on, this is Bill and I's little abode. That's just great. Thank you. Now I don't have to come back stateside anymore. Huh? Are you serious about that? Are you really not coming back? No, maybe that's too much. I have a bunch of stuff to take care of stateside, so that's actually not an option. I already moved the important stuff out, and I was wondering what I was going to do with the furniture and old clothes. You guys saved me the hassle. Wait a sec, what the hell are you babbling on about? I'm saying, thanks for cleaning out my room. You guys saved me the hassle. I still have no idea what you're talking about. Are you saying that you were going to get rid of all that stuff anyway? Yeah, that's right. You cleaned it out for me. Anyways, I'm moving out of that house. Oh, okay, I get it. Well, why didn't you tell us that to begin with? We could have saved a perfectly good door. Now it's got to be repaired. Send me your bank account number and a photo of the receipt. I'll deposit the money there. Sound good? Right you are. I'll send that later today. Oh, yeah, you and Bill better start getting ready to move. Have you got your stuff all packed? Huh? Why should we move out? What are you talking about? You only have about a week left. You better hurry. Pardon me, you're not making any sense. Why do we have to move out? I don't get you guys. I thought I told you. When you first moved in, I explained the whole situation to you. I can't believe it. You forgot, didn't you? I told you guys that I put the house on the market and that it has already been sold. And that we all had to move out within 2 months. That 2 months ends next week. Am I hearing you right, Marge? You sold the house?
Marge, you sneaky little scoundrel! Did you seriously sell this house? Tell me you made the whole thing up to piss off Karen! What's going on in that pea-brain head of yours?
I knew you would forget. You were always like that, Bill. Never listen to people, always thinking only about yourself.
You got nerve talking to me that way, Marge.
Let me stop you right there, Bill. That house you're living in now, the house we grew up in, Mom and Dad turned the house ownership over to me when they moved back east due to Dad's business.
Are you kidding me? That doesn't make any sense. What about me? I'm part of the family too.
Mom and Dad knew what kind of people you and Karen were. Not too good with financial matters, so, Dad thought it better that I handle it. And about that apartment you moved out of? I knew it wasn't being demolished. You guys got kicked out because you failed to pay the rent, wasn't it? You think I didn't know that?
You knew about that? Why'd you pretend like you didn't know?
In addition, I told you this too, but apparently it slipped your mind. Dad decided to take the managing director position of the East Coast operations and decided to move there. He plans to retire over there too. That's why he bought that nice cabin by the lake. They plan to settle there after retiring.
What? This is the first I'm hearing of this. Why didn't you tell me?
I did. Several times. But you just brushed it off. Oh, and about this business trip? Actually, I'm getting stationed over here in the UK indefinitely.
Are you serious? A high school dropout like you?
Yeah, true. I've been working at this company ever since I dropped out of school, but the reason I dropped out was because I had to take care of Dad. He was extremely ill back then and had to resign from the company. As a result, we couldn't survive financially. I had no choice but to work. I didn't drop out because of my grades. I was actually at the top of my class.
I never knew about any of this.
Also, I got my high school diploma a few years later when we were a little better off. Also, I took business courses at night school. I think I garnered every conceivable business and marketing qualification needed to do my job. And who do you think paid your tuition? You keep trashing me for being a high school dropout, but just so you know, I worked my way up to section chief.
Section chief? Seriously?
This current business trip I'm on? I've been going back and forth for the past several months, getting ready for my move here.
How can a high school dropout make section chief? How's that even possible?
Come on, Bill, not that again.
But how could someone with mediocre education get promoted? There's something seriously wrong here.
Haven't you realized by now that not everything is about academic achievement? Must have been an eye-opener for you, I would think.
What do you mean about that?
I heard from someone who works at the same office as you. Although you and Karen both work at a major corporation, I hear you guys just have secondary roles. You've both been sidetracked, just going about routine work.
That's not true. We do important work.
Yeah, whatever. I think we kind of got sidetracked. Well, that's the story, Bill. It just doesn't seem feasible to hang on to that house any longer with me overseas and the folks out east buying that lake house. Right when we had concluded all the paperwork for the new owners, you guys came knocking.
But you never...
I sat you guys down and explained the whole situation to you, and you guys seemed pretty enthusiastic at the time. You agreed to my terms, but I guess you weren't really listening. You were all set on kicking me out and taking over the house, right?
I was only trying to. Anyways, you should have...
I should have what? Explained it to you every time I ran into you? You agreed. I thought you were well aware that you had to be out of there by month's end.
This is not happening. How could you do this to me?
Oh my God, Bill! Don't tell me you haven't found a place to live yet.
What do you think? I knew nothing about it. This is the first I'm hearing of it. I never thought for the life of me that we would have to move out too. How was I to know that you sold the place?
That's why I keep telling you to listen and not just brush people off.
Yeah, real help telling me that now.
Anyway, just find someplace ASAP. The place is no longer ours after the 31st of this month. I'm not kidding, Bill. Tell your company it's an emergency or something and that you guys need to stay in the company's dorm or something.
That's not an option. Last time I did that, I sort of screwed up.
Good grief, you have got to be kidding me.
Please, Marge. You have to help me out. You're my sister, for God's sake.
Why should I help you?
You're my big sister. You have a duty to help me.
Big sister, huh? The good-for-nothing high school dropout sister?
I didn't mean it. Come on, Marge. Lend me a hand, would you?
There's a real estate office downtown. Go check with them. I'm sure you'll find something. Or are you guys so dumb that you can't even go out and find an apartment?
What did you just say?
Seems like you've got enough fire in your belly to do that at least. Why don't you guys finally act like husband and wife and help each other out?
There's only one problem. I don't have any money.
Don't come crawling to me, Bill.
Say that, Marge, please.
Work it out, Bill. Goodbye.
Marge, please. I'll do anything. Just don't abandon me.
Yeah, it seems they were penniless. So what did they do, you ask? Well, surprisingly, they both decided to quit their stable jobs and got a live-in position at some small clothing manufacturer. I really can't figure those two out. They had a good job at a major corporation. I can't understand why they didn't make it work. What a total waste. My folks were not about to help those two out either, knowing how spoiled they were. As a matter of fact, they said it would teach them a lesson. I have to say I agree. I also opted to take the same position. I mean, they're not children, they can take care of themselves. But knowing the attitude of those two, I had my doubts about that live-in job they somehow managed to procure. I later heard from a friend that they immediately had trouble with the staff just a few weeks after they arrived, but you know what? I was not all that surprised. They are apparently keeping a low profile now, trying not to get in anyone's hair, or they will be out again searching for another job. Maybe it'll be a shot in the arm for them. They need a little common sense drilled into them. That goes without saying.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Sherry? Where the hell are you? You're such a rude sister for not coming to your sister's wedding. Huh? Is that you, Mother? It's been 5 years. By my sister, you mean Holly, right? What do you mean Holly's wedding? I wasn't told anything about it. Don't lie to me. I know you were invited. If you don't come to the wedding ceremony right now, I'm cutting ties with you. Haven't you already cut ties with me? What? Either way, today's Dad's funeral, so... Huh? Did no one tell you about it? Your ex-husband you divorced 5 years ago, my father, passed away yesterday. We had a wake for him last night, and today is the funeral. The funeral's just about to begin. Oh, and I'm the host. It's no use lying to me like that. Huh? What would I gain from lying to you about this? Do you know how hard it is for me right now? I'm not going to ask you to understand, but I never thought you would say I was lying. Do you not want to come to Holly's wedding so much that you're showing me this performance of yours? You really are a terrible sister. Not only do you not have any manners, but you're also inhuman and have no heart. I pity your sister Holly for having a sister like you. It doesn't matter what you say. It won't change the fact that Dad's funeral is currently underway. Don't hurt my feelings any further than this. What's wrong with calling a liar inhuman and heartless? I forgot to tell you, but Holly is also at the funeral. Huh? It's been 5 years since I saw her, but she came with the other relatives and has been helping out. Even though she's not related to Dad by blood, I would have been happy if she just had come to the wedding. She really is a help. You're lying again. Honestly, you never change. Sorry, but I'm going to block you until the funeral ends, alright? Hold on. I'll unblock you tomorrow. Bye. Wait, Sherry! Hi, Holly. Thanks for helping out yesterday and the day before that. I would have been happy if you'd just come, but to think that you would help as well. Don't worry about it, Sherry. You were way more busy than I was. Thanks for letting me sit with your relatives. I was my mother's child from her previous marriage, and now that they're divorced, I would have no way to object if you called me a stranger. But Dad loved you as well. You know that? Yep, I never knew my real father. It was only for a short while, but I was really happy during that time since it felt like I had a real dad. I see. I want to come to the memorial ceremony as well. Can I come? Of course you can. Once we get his inheritance sorted out, we're going to be giving out some of his stuff as remembrance as well. So come to that too if you want. Thanks. Oh, on the other hand though, there's something unrelated I want to talk to you about. You told me yesterday when we had a conversation that you cut ties with your mother and are now living in the capital, right? Oh, yeah. I couldn't tell you about it in detail since we didn't have much time, though. You see, once I graduated college, I purposefully found a job in Tokyo. Mom opposed it furiously and basically just forcefully left the house. This all happened 3 years ago, and I haven't met her ever since. I still have her contact information because I'm afraid of what she'll do if I completely cut her out, but I keep the chat hidden. Is that so? Why are you asking about Mother? Oh, yeah. I also basically cut ties with your mother and now only have her contact information. But 2 days ago, she sent me this strange message. What kind of message? She was telling me to come since it was your wedding ceremony. Huh? I don't have a fiancé. I don't even have a boyfriend. There's only this one guy that I dated for half a year during college, and I've been single ever since. I see. That just makes the message Mom sent me even stranger. I want to see these messages. Send me screenshots, will you? Got it. Hold on. I have no idea what she's talking about. Sorry about my mother, Sherry. What? There's no reason for you to apologize. You did nothing wrong. I was thinking about asking you if you knew what she might be talking about, but you have no idea, right? Yup, I haven't got a clue. But don't you think that we should probably find out what she's trying to do? Judging by her tone, she must have gotten into some trouble. Holly, I just got a message from her. Hello, Sherry. I decided to believe you about yesterday's funeral. What? You're going to be having a memorial service soon, right? I'll come as well, so tell me when it's going to be once it's decided. You don't need to go out of your way and come. I can't just not go to my ex-husband's memorial service, can I? What's your deal? What you're saying right now is completely different to what you said yesterday. I had no idea what you were talking about by Holly's wedding. Yes, about the wedding. You see, I need some money. What? Yesterday's wedding wasn't actually Holly's wedding, but Holly's ex-boyfriend's wedding. My bad, I must have gotten confused. What? I had no idea that Holly and her ex-boyfriend had broken up. I mean, the two of them are currently in Tokyo, and I thought that must mean that they're still going out. That's when I found the Facebook page of her ex-boyfriend and saw a post saying that the wedding ceremony was today. And so you thought that he was marrying Holly? I mean, it's only natural. I thought that they were still together. That's when I sent a message to her ex-boyfriend via Facebook. Why haven't I received an invitation? I'm the bride's mother, I told him. He replied by saying, the bride's parents have already passed away. We only invited her sister, her last remaining family. Please stop trying to prank us. Oh, so that's when you started invading me with text messages. But I thought that he must have some sort of misunderstanding, which is why I thought that if I came with you, who was apparently invited, they would let me come to the wedding ceremony. But you didn't seem like you wanted to come, so I had no choice but to go to the wedding on my own. Huh? I sneaked into the wedding and saw the bride walking around. I was furious and I approached her shouting, "Why didn't you invite your own mother?" Which is when I realized that it wasn't Holly at all, but a woman that I had never seen. She was so surprised she fell back, stepping on her wedding dress as she did. Don't tell me. The bride tripped and broke her hip. You heavily injured a bride you've never met before? I mean, I thought it was Holly. And so the wedding ceremony was canceled? Yes. What in the world are you doing? But... So, when you told me that you needed money, was it because they told you to pay for the damages you caused by injuring the bride and delaying the wedding ceremony? Yes, that's it! I keep telling them that it's not my fault since it was just a simple misunderstanding, but they won't listen to what I say. They told me that they would send me an invoice at a later date, and now I'm in trouble. That's when I remembered what you said about your dad dying. Huh? I was his wife for a period, which means that I have the right to receive some of his property. He owned a business, so he must have had his own money, right? So you're planning on paying for the money they're asking from you with this inheritance? That's it. People usually talk about the inheritance at the memorial service, right? You don't need to come. Why? I have a right to some of his property, I believe, so tell me the date when it's decided. You're no longer an inheritor of his property since you got divorced. Look it up on your phone. Search property inheritance plus divorced wife. I think you'll get your answer immediately. No way. So does this mean that you're going to inherit everything? That's so unfair. You could at least give me enough to pay off the money I owe Holly's ex-boyfriend. Shut up. You're making me lose my patience. Huh? I wonder who's the inhuman and heartless one. Dad just passed away 2 days ago. Don't make me talk about this. But I need the money. Shut up. I'm blocking you. Sherry, wait. Just give me a few $1,000s. That will be enough. Don't ever contact me again. Hi, Holly. You're reading my texts through your notifications or something, right? I've sent you so many texts ever since you went to Tokyo, but all my messages remain unread, so you're making me anxious, you know? You see, I'm in quite some trouble. It really is an emergency. I'm sorry, but could you please lend me some money? I suddenly need a large amount of money, you see. Either that or convince Sherry to give me the right to some of her dad's inheritance. Can you believe that she intends to take it all for herself? She's so selfish. Her dad was the owner of a business, so she must be receiving a fortune. And still she refuses to give me just enough money to pay off what your ex-boyfriend and his groom are asking from me. Can you believe it? Just give me a reply, I'm begging you. Holly, please! I barely make enough money as it is and have no savings since all I can do is work a part-time job. Hi, Sherry. I also got a call from Mom begging me to give her money. Just as I had guessed. I still have her chat hidden, so I only read everything once she'd finished texting, though. But I went over the chat history again, and it looks like she was sending texts now and then, even before the marriage. Regarding the marriage, though, she sent me a flood of texts berating me for not inviting her to the wedding. I see. So she wasn't lying then. I hadn't ruled out the possibility. I might have done something terrible to the bride Mom injured. If only I had told Mom about her misunderstanding. That's a different problem. Besides, your mother's accusations aren't your responsibility. Your ex-boyfriend and his fiancée actually told you that they don't want you to apologize and told you not to worry about it, right? Well, yeah. My ex-boyfriend knows about my family's situation, so he must have taken pity on me. Then it's probably best not to interfere any further. If you do something, your mom might interpret it as you siding with her. Who knows what kind of dangerous thing she'll do then? She might even hurt someone again. Oh, I guess you're right. I didn't think about that. It's probably best if we leave Mom on her own. Not that I want to help her, though. Your ex-boyfriend might have thought about it as well, and maybe that's why he doesn't want you to interfere any further. I see. I get it now. I'll just stand by and watch if they don't ask me to do anything, I guess. Yep, I think that's the best course of action. Well then, you're probably going to be busy for the foreseeable future, so take care not to push yourself too hard and get sick or something. Yep, take care of yourself as well, Holly. Yep, see you later. See you later. It seems that following those events, my ex-mother was asked to pay a sizable amount of money to the bride and the groom of the wedding she ruined. I don't know the exact amount, but for sure it was several tens of thousands of dollars. This was a devastating blow to my ex-mother, since she'd been supporting herself only by working part-time jobs. Not only that, but it was decided that there was a high possibility of her trying to make a run for it, so she was sent to work in a 24-hour workplace by the bride, who was apparently the daughter of a CEO. It seems that she escaped once and fled to the house me and Dad used to live in, but I wasn't home at the time, so the neighbors called the police on her. After that, she was sent to a department that had a stricter surveillance and even harder work than before. I kind of pity her, but decided to just forget since she was such a bothersome person.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi, sister. It's been 3 years, right? I went to our old house and some complete strangers were living there. That means that you've moved, right? Could you tell me where the three of you are right now? You still live with Mom and Dad, don't you? Because knowing you, you're still single. Huh? Is this Flavia? You've got some nerve just asking me something like that after all these years. Huh? I get the feeling that you're not happy to see me for some reason. Of course I'm not happy to see you. What in the world made you think that I would be happy to see you? What? Why? I mean, I am your sister, after all. I know we had some disagreements in the past, but isn't family always supposed to be there for each other? Not when that family is you. I mean, it's only been 3 years since you stole my fiancé Leonardo from me. You haven't contacted me ever since the two of you just disappeared. What makes you think that you can just greet me like an old friend? But I'm already broken up with Leonardo, so none of that matters anymore, doesn't it? Come on, Rosina. The past is the past. Huh? You broke up with him, but I remember how you told me that he was the perfect guy for you and you've been waiting for someone like him all your life. Yeah, I only felt like that while he was still your boyfriend or fiancé or whatever. I mean, I realized soon after that I ran away with him that there was a limit to relationships like that. Running away means that you have to throw away everything from your past life, right? Which means that Leonardo had to quit his job at the mega company he used to work at. It was such a shame because he did actually earn quite a lot of money, which is one of the main reasons I stole him from you in the first place. I realized that after running away, Leonardo was just some unemployed man. I should have thought of it sooner. We found it difficult to find jobs in the new town we moved to, and once we did find a job, it was at a tiny company that only gave us an average salary. The two of us didn't have any money, and for obvious reasons, we found it difficult to return to our hometown. That went on for about a year, and by then the love between us was just gone, and we were kind of just living together because we had to. That in turn went on until the 3rd year, but I finally decided to break up with him recently, and now I'm free. I see. And so you thought you could just return to our house? Don't you think that's a bit too convenient for you? Just because you broke up with him doesn't change the fact that you stole him from me 3 years ago, you know. What? That's called holding a grudge, Rosina. I mean, I'm sure Mom and Dad at least will be happy to see that their daughter has returned after 3 years. But they said that they didn't want a child that would steal her sister's fiancé from her. They don't want to have anything to do with you more than I do. Huh? That's so mean of them, but I'm their cute little daughter. Nothing about you is cute, Flavia. And besides, you're the one who was mean to me by stealing my fiancé, Flavia. You said that you went to our old house, but one of the reasons that we moved was so that we could officially cut ties with you and so you would never be able to find us again. Jesus, Rosina, I already apologized for stealing Leonardo from you, didn't I? It couldn't have been helped since at the time I really did love him, you know? Come on, just tell me your new address so we can live together as sisters again. Don't you think that would be fun? I already told you we moved so that you wouldn't be able to find us anymore. We don't want to have anything to do with you. There's no way I'm telling you our new address because living with you again would be the opposite of what I consider fun. If that's the case, then why am I able to text you like this? If you guys really did cut ties with me, then shouldn't you have blocked my account and changed your phone number? Yep, you're right. The only reason I hadn't blocked you until now is because we hadn't officially told you yet that we were cutting ties with you. But I guess I already did that, so I'm going to block you now. Thanks for reminding me. A what? I was waiting for this day to come, you know. Now we can officially cut ties with you. Goodbye. Hold on. I haven't even gotten to my main point yet. There's something really important I want to ask you. Bye. Sister, I changed my WhatsApp ID so I could be able to contact you, and there's something I need to tell you. What? Is this Flavia? Yep. Seriously, Rosina, you're so mean blocking your cute little sister like that. But there were so many questions I wanted to ask you after that. I already told you that we cut ties with you, right? I don't care about whatever it is you want to tell me. Are you sure about that? It doesn't matter whether you changed your WhatsApp ID or not. The fact that we cut ties with you hasn't changed. I'm going to block you again. Hold on. I wouldn't do that if I were you, because I know where you live now. What? How did you... Wow, I'm impressed, Rosina. You're living in such a nice location. As your apology for blocking me, you're going to let me live in that penthouse of yours from now on. What in the world are you talking about? To be honest, it's going to be a real bother if you really did find out where I live, but I'm not going to let you live here. Why not? Because I'm not the owner of this apartment. My boyfriend is. You're so clueless as usual, Rosina. What I'm trying to tell you is, I stole your boyfriend again, so I'm going to be living with him in that high-rise condo of yours from now on. You seriously don't get that? What? Oh, that reminds me. Leonardo wants to get back together with you, apparently. I give you Leonardo in return for your current boyfriend, so why don't we just get along as sisters from now on? That's a fair trade, don't you think? This solves everything. I'm so glad everything turned out well in the end. There is no way I'm getting back together with Leonardo. Even if he did appear before me for some reason, then I'm going to hand him straight to his parents who paid the alimony I asked of him for him. Oh my God, you're such a scary woman, Rosina. But he really did regret leaving you in the first place and sincerely wanted to get back together with you. He told me to tell you that he was sorry for what he did. No, thanks. I'm not willing to give someone like that a second chance. Our marriage being canceled was his fault as much as it was yours. Besides, my current boyfriend is someone who knows everything about my past and still accepted me despite that. There's no way he would betray me and go out with you, the source of all my problems, instead. Is that so? Then that must mean that I'm so attractive he wants me for his girlfriend instead, despite knowing everything about our past. I'm sorry for stealing your boyfriend again, Rosina. Don't get mad, all right? I'm such an evil woman. But my boyfriend is currently sitting next to me. Huh? He says that he doesn't know anyone like you. He's neither met you or exchanged contact information with you ever before, he says. How did you have a relationship with him then? What? Rosina, stop lying because it's so obvious that you are. Your face is enough of a joke as it is, so just stop it. All right, then how do you know that I'm lying? I mean, I'm with your boyfriend right now, so I know that he isn't sitting next to you, as you say. Are you sure that's not someone else? Someone you thought was my boyfriend and stole from me? No way. All right, then tell me his name if you're so sure. What? Are you an idiot, Rosina? He's your boyfriend. Why do you need me to say his name for you? You're the one who's going to call me an idiot when you haven't even noticed that we're not going to get anywhere until you tell me his name? I'm trying to make sure that you have the wrong person here. You're the only one who thinks that's happening, so don't worry. Just tell me his name already. Based on your answer, I might leave this high-rise condo by tomorrow. What? You'll leave if I tell you his name? Only if he's really the person I'm currently living with. You see? His name is Julian. Julian? All right, I told you his name. So time to make good on your part of the deal. Hurry up and leave that high-rise condo, all right? Rosina, what happened to you upholding your part of the deal? You said that you would leave if I told you your boyfriend's name, right? I have no idea what you would gain from that, but it's none of my business, I guess. I mean, I get it. Living in a high-rise condo like that must be extremely luxurious, so you don't want to leave, right? But you're my older sister, right? Don't you think it would set a bad example for me if you broke your promises like this? Mom and Dad would be disappointed in you if they saw you like this. But I am upholding my part of the deal. I said I would leave if the name of the person you were going out with was really my boyfriend, right? What? Are you an idiot? Shut up! Stop talking and just leave that high-rise condo already. I'm going to live in the penthouse on the highest floor with Julian from now on. I've already prepared to move, but you won't move out, so I can't move in yet. But my boyfriend's name isn't Julian, so I'm not going to leave. Huh? What even is that? You know, you should really stop trying to buy yourself time and just leave already. Do you seriously think I'd believe that? I mean, it's obvious that you came up with that lie right now. Fine, I'll ask you one more question. This high-rise condo you're telling me to move out of, where is it? Huh? You're asking me one of those stupid questions again. Seriously, are you just trying to annoy me or something? You really don't know when to give up, don't you? You're talking about our tower near our station, right? And the room you want to move into is room 5001 on the top floor? I couldn't bother to talk with you any longer, so I gave you the answers. But is this the room that you've been wanting to move into? Huh? What are you even trying to do? I mean, you're the one who's living there with Julian, so of course you know where it is. And I already know that as well because I went around asking everyone for your new address, even asking friends of yours. I gave it my all to find out where you live, so there's no way I'm mistaken. I see. So that's how you found out? By using distant relationships? Impressive, right? I even went to the high-rise condo myself once and entered by mingling among the people who live there. Oh, it was so luxurious. On top of being able to live in a place like that, you're living with Julian, who's rich and handsome, right? That's so unfair. I was always prettier than you, but for some reason, people always treated you better, even Mom and Dad. I'm not going to let you cheat me again, though. Give me that life of yours. I understand now. You must have received old information, which is why you've made this mistake. What do you mean I've made a mistake? You see, we sold room 5001 half a year ago. What? You sold it? It's true that he was the owner of that room before that, but he had to move to the countryside since now he's relocated at work. Thankfully, a branch office of the company I work at was also located there, and we've been going out on the basis of eventually getting married, so I decided to move there with him. There was a used room in a high-rise condo in this new town we were going to move into, so we sold room 5001 of our tower and bought this one instead. We've been living together ever since. Then who's Julian? I'm pretty sure he's the new owner of room 5001. Oh, I see. To be honest, I'm not surprised he wasn't actually your boyfriend, but I guess this is fine as well. It doesn't change the fact that he's still my boyfriend, and a rich and handsome one at that. I'll need to come up with another plan of kicking out his current girlfriend he's living with in room 5001, but it can't be helped, I guess. But I heard that his girlfriend was the owner of room 5001. What? Which means that he's the one who's going to be kicked out of that high-rise condo, not his girlfriend. By the way, I heard that the company Julian used to work at went bankrupt, and he's currently unemployed and looking for a job. He's unemployed? Are you being serious right now? Are you sure this isn't one of your lies again? Don't worry, you'll find out the truth for yourself soon enough. Huh? What's going to happen soon enough? You see, Julian's girlfriend, well, his fiancée to be exact, runs her own company. She's acquainted with my boyfriend through work, and I've met her myself before. To be honest, you're an embarrassment to our family, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. But I told Julian's fiancé about the relationship you two have been having behind her back. What? Hold on, you can't just do something like that. I hope you understand that this was the best course of action for me to put a stop to your selfish actions. Have you forgotten that you still haven't paid me that alimony I asked of you when you stole Leonardo from me? I'm not just going to let you go without paying it now that I've caught you. Huh?
By the way, it looks like Julian's fiancé snuck a GPS on Julian 2 days earlier. Apparently you two are currently in your apartment making love since last night?
What?
She says that she's already surrounded you and you can't escape.
What do you mean she's surrounded me? Just who is this fiancé of Julian's?
It doesn't matter who she is to you anymore. I'll just say that you better get ready for what's about to come. After this, Julian's fiancé barged into Flavia's apartment. Apparently, Julian's parents were also with her, and the place where Julian cheated on his fiancée turned into the stage of a huge scolding festival that went on until the sun rose on the next day. By the way, my parents had already moved to an apartment for elderly people, and they told me to make my sister take full responsibility for the situation. It seems that during all of this, Rosina tried running away to Leonardo, my former fiancé, whom she stole from me. But it seems that Julian's fiancé had expected even this and was able to capture her almost immediately. I also told Leonardo's parents about what happened, and about how Leonardo no longer had a place to live after this incident. Anyways, my sister was recaptured and she was thrown into some office by Julian's fiancé, who had an extensive network of connections. It seems that she's forced to use almost all of her salary to pay off the alimony she needs to pay Julian's fiancé, and is on the verge of collapse, having to live a life of extreme poverty.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Nancy, can you do me a favor?
Oh, good morning, Jane. This is a nice surprise. What's up?
You work from home now, right?
Yeah. Why?
Oh, good. Can you look after my kids?
Huh? What do you mean?
You stay home all day long, right? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Thank you.
Hold on. I can't do that. I got a lot of work to do. I even have to work over the 5-day weekend.
But you'll be home, right? I can't just leave my kid alone, so...
I get that, but... Sorry, I can't help you.
Oh, come on now.
Sorry, but no. I can't look after your kid. I got work to do.
What? But you work from home, come on.
Working from home doesn't mean I can babysit.
Come on, Nancy, please.
Sorry, but no.
Oh, stop being so uptight.
I'm serious. I can't help you.
Look, I already dropped off my kids on your front porch this morning around 7:30. I'm already on the plane, so take good care of them.
What? They're not here.
Huh?
I left the house around 7:40 this morning. Nobody was there.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. I didn't see anyone.
Stop messing with me. I told my kids not to move.
And wait, you're on a plane? Why?
Oh, I get it. You don't want to look after them, so you're trying to get me to come back.
What? No.
I know you work from home. Stop lying to me. Oh, they're not allergic to anything, so they can eat anything they want.
I'm not home today. I got a meeting with a client.
Huh?
I work from home most of the time, but sometimes I gotta go to meetings and stuff.
Oh, I see. But it's a 5-day weekend. Your family is home, right?
No. My kids are at my parents' house. And my husband is at work. There's nobody home today. You gotta come back right now.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I told you, I already got on the plane.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm going on vacation.
What?
Come on, your work can wait. Head back home right now.
I can't just do that.
I'm gonna turn off my phone now.
Hey! Wait! Jane! Bob, sorry to bother you, but it's kind of an emergency.
Hey, sorry, but I'm on the train. Can't talk on the phone. What's up?
It's Jane. She left her kids at our house and went on vacation.
What the hell?
She expects us to look after her kids.
Why?
I think someone told her that I work from home.
I see.
But I'm not home today. She's telling me to go back home.
Seriously?
Yeah. She said she left her kids there around 7:30 this morning. But I didn't see anyone.
Jane, she's that weird lady, right?
Yeah. I'm already running late to my meeting because of this. And even if I head home now, it'll take me 2 hours. I called the neighbor, but they said nobody's at the front porch. I don't know what to do. Should I call the police?
Oh, hold up. I think I know her husband's number.
Huh? Oh, right.
Leave it to me. I'll figure it out.
Thank you.
I'll keep you posted.
Nancy, I'm home! Thanks for looking after my kids. I just got in. I'm on the train right now. I should be there in an hour or so.
Hi. Your kids aren't here.
Huh? Nice try. Thanks for looking after them. I really appreciate it.
I'm serious.
I know you're kidding. Thanks again, okay?
I'm serious. They're not here.
Wait, you being serious?
Yes.
What does that mean? You just left them there? How dare you? What's wrong with you?
Your kids are with your husband.
Huh?
Your husband looked after them over the 5-day weekend, I think.
How? He had work. And he had to go see his parents.
I heard. I think he took the kids with him.
Huh? What's going on? I'm confused. How do you know all this?
Your husband. He works with my husband.
What? You never told me that.
I know.
Why didn't you tell me?
I've heard the rumors about you. I wanted to keep my distance, to be honest.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Huh?
Look, your husband. He's really upset with you.
What?
You've been doing this for a while now. Forcing others to look after your kids.
Huh?
But this time, everyone turned you down. So you came to me, right?
What's that got to do with anything? We gotta look out for each other.
That's not my point.
Huh?
Look, the day you left, your husband was following you.
What?
You told him you were going to your friend's wedding over the 5-day weekend, right? He knew you'd do something like this, so he took the day off from work and waited for you. He followed you to our home, and after you left them on our front porch, he took them with him.
You're joking, right?
Oh, and another thing. The house you left our kids at, that wasn't our house.
What?
You left them at one of our neighbors.
What?
Yeah. That's why your husband didn't say anything to my husband. When my husband called him, he sounded really surprised.
What? No.
Just be glad nobody called the cops on you.
What?
Think about it. You left your kids at some stranger's house. If it wasn't for your husband, who knows what could have happened?
Ugh.
Oh, and I have a message for you. It's from your husband.
Huh?
Hey, liar! You have fun at the hot spring resort?
What?
You were at a hot spring resort, right? You didn't even leave the country.
What the?
Your husband. Looks like he planted a GPS tracker in your bag.
What?
It all makes sense now. You knew I'd say no. That's why you lied and said you were out of the country.
Look, it's not like that.
Oh, and there's more. Get your stuff out of the apartment by the end of the month. The kids and I already moved out. I'm leaving ya. Have a nice life.
What?
The divorce papers are on the living room table. My lawyer's card is there too. If you want to talk, go through my lawyer. So, yeah.
No, wait. No.
So, you did all this to be with your boyfriend. You're a terrible mother.
No. Look, I can explain.
I don't care.
Please wait.
Please don't contact me ever again. I want nothing to do with you. Bye.
My husband isn't picking up. Tell him I want to talk to him. Please. Nancy. Pick up. Please.
A few months later, her husband told us what happened. About a month after the incident, the divorce was finalized. Needless to say, he took the kids with him. They now live at his parents' house. But his ex-wife kept following him afterwards, begging him to take her back. He ended up calling her parents to get her off his back. Not sure what she's up to now, but I heard she works multiple jobs now to pay off her debt from the divorce. Sucks to be her, but oh well. Good riddance.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.